And just to start, as you do in A Fortunate Universe, I think to provide a bit of a foil for the fine-tuned universe, we might talk about a couple of ways in which the Earth appears, and I'll stress this word, appears fine-tuned for us, because it contrasts very much with the fine-tuned universe.
Yeah. Well, I mean, quite clearly, the Earth is fine-tuned for us because, we have bones which are strong enough to hold us up against the gravity. We breathe oxygen, and we live in an atmosphere which is rich with oxygen. We rely on plants that grow in sunlight, and the sun puts out just the right kind of frequencies for those plants to grow. And so, we can have this idea that, the Earth was somehow made for us, right? It's just such a natural environment for us to be in. And of course, I think the theological view of much of human history has had that kind of notion that, the world is for us, and it's, all its bountiful riches are for us to enjoy. But of course, what we have learned over the last couple of hundred years, the reason why we have this apparent fine-tuning of us to the Earth is that we evolved here, right? So all of our ancestors have been in similar environments, not identical environments, but similar environments in terms of gravity, atmosphere, etc. And we should not be surprised to find that we fit in very well with this planetary surface. And of course, we can imagine that if we had evolved on a planet which was denser, so it had a higher gravitational field, that our bones would be stronger, maybe uses more metal than anything, etc. So we can envisage that if you do find life on a planet, it will be suited to the planet that you find it on. I mean, you wouldn't expect to go to a planet where everything is gravity is 10 times stronger and everything's bones are made of some sort of brittle material which fractures instantaneously, right? Life will be suited to the environment in which you find it.
Right. And evolution, as you say, is key here. And I'll stress that it's not just our immediate ancestors of 10,000 or even 10 or 100 million years ago. I just, a couple days ago, had an episode with I still get it sort of, I'm not sure if he's a paleobiologist or a geobiologist or an archaeobiologist at Harvard, but we talked about the dawn of life on Earth. And Earth is 4.5 billion years ago. 5 billion years old. Life's been around for 4 billion years, but the Earth shaped us. And by we here, I mean our microbial ancestors like cyanobacteria that filled the atmosphere with oxygen. They shaped the Earth too. So we humans gradually developed over time to fit into the world that preceded us. So while the Earth appears to have been fine-tuned for us at first glance, perhaps if we found an alien planet with no other life, but somehow with an atmosphere perfectly suited to us, we would think it really was fine-tuned for us. But we know that isn't the case for Earth.
Yes, absolutely. So again, this entire thing about evolution of life on Earth, this insight we've gathered over the last couple of hundred years, it is, as you say, we have shaped the environment, and the environment has shaped us, right? So if an alien civilization could spy on the Earth from afar and take a spectrum, they would realize that there was something odd about the Earth, right? That we have this atmosphere which is rich in oxygen, and that's not a normal state for an atmosphere to be in, right? That oxygen would get wrapped up in with iron in rocks, etc. So something is maintaining this out of equilibrium atmosphere, which is one of those signs for life. So yeah, we're suited to this planet, but the bigger question with regards to our place in the universe is a somewhat different one. And I think this is where people immediately run into problems with regards to the idea of cosmological fine-tuning, because they take the notion of life on Earth and the fact that we've evolved here and then try to apply that to the universe, and they sort of miss the mark when it comes to the actual fine-tuning argument.